Happy to be joined by new Pistons head coach Lawrence Franken. An exciting day for you, I think more so than anybody else, because you've got some certainty now and you're with an organization that has a tradition of excellence, but an organization that needs some tweaking. How are you going to provide that tweaking?
Yeah, well, I think you said it. The one good thing about here is it's been proven if you do certain things and you adhere to certain core values and there's accountability, that great things can happen, witnessed by the banners over here. But I think we need to reclaim that culture and honor the things that made it so important in regards to a work ethic, unselfishness, a commitment of going through both good and bad and still staying the course, and having an accountability, and everyone has to be accountable by earning their way every single day.
You speak with a lot of confidence, a lot of conviction. Is that a confidence and a conviction that comes from a lifetime of having to prove yourself?
Well, I think we all have to prove ourselves. And I think when you believe in something, it's very easy to speak about. I never looked at it whether it's confident or not. It just kind of, I'm just being who I am. And I've been very fortunate because I've been around some outstanding players and coaches, throughout my time.
When you first got an opportunity to be a head coach, you were almost immediately labeled as an underdog guy who was going to have some hurdles to climb. You got out to that incredibly fast start in Jersey. How much did that help your credibility? And what did you learn about continuing to prove yourself every day as a head coach?
Well, look, I think I have. It's been an unbelievable ride in that you think about how I started as a head coach, and you also think about how I ended as a head coach. So to see both spectrums, and I think both those make you the person that you are today. That it's never as good and it's never as bad as it seems, and yet you continue to coach and challenge and connect all through those times. That you don't let a winning streak or a losing streak get in your eyes. It's about the process, right? And everyone always talks about the journey and focusing in on the things that you need to do that day in order to get better.
Right. Well, the first question you were hit with was the concept of, or the topic of insubordination that was encountered here last year. I know we can't get into specific player issues, but how do you handle it when any player, ex-player, starts giving you a problem?
Well, I think generally speaking, and maybe I've just been fortunate, is I think when you lay out I think every player just wants to know you're going to be fair and consistent. And I think when you lay out your vision and the plan, okay, instantly, guys, there's going to be a buy-in. Then they want to see is he going to hold us accountable for what he's saying? And I think when there isn't accountability, that's when there's some cracks in the armor. And I think it's on me, it's on our staff to be about what we talk about.
Where did you get the confidence that Joe Dumars talked about to walk into a locker room and demand the respect of these multimillionaires?
It doesn't matter to me how much anyone makes. To me, it's irrelevant. The only thing, the first and foremost, I think as a coach, you have to be agenda-free. You care about the Pistons, the organization, and you put that first. And that's where your loyalty is. But I love to teach. I love to be around guys. I want to see guys do well. I want to see them do well. Yet at the same point is, it can't be, their personal success can't be at the expense of the team.
All right, go back to 03 and 04 when you were in playoff battles with this team. What did you take away from the battles of playing the Pistons, and how do you get back to that point when this team was so successful going to Eastern Conference Final after Eastern Conference Final?
Well, I can't mention a player's name, but all I know is, look, speaking big picture, because we don't want to make this the most expensive interview in the history of interviews, it was great competition. Unfortunately, we finished on the other side, we being when I was with New Jersey on this side, but it was the crowd, the fan base was unbelievable. That Game 7, the fans were unbelievable. I mean, it's, they always talk about the sixth man. The crowd here, they were the 6th, 7th, and 8th man. I mean, they were unreal, the passion and the intensity they brought. But Detroit is an unbelievable sports town. There's great passion, and we need to get the fans back out. But we need to give them reason to come back out.
What are you going to do over the course of the next couple of months when there is such uncertainty and you can't contact the players? What does the head coach do to get himself ready for this new job?
Well, we plan, it's for us, we have a lot of things, especially as, right now I have to put together staff, so that's first priority. And then it's getting everyone rowing in the same direction, so to speak. We review every game that was played last year. We see what went right, what went wrong, what can we do, how can we do things better. And then you have to be planned to be ready to roll. You can't anticipate or expect things that we can't talk about. That so it's for us. We have to be ready. We have to be ready to roll.
You invoked some of the wisdom of Chuck Daly today during your news conference. Smart move, by the way. But here's a guy who, Hall of Fame coach, that I'm sure you took a lot from over the years. Who else do you try to emulate your game after?
Well, I've been
coaching after.
Right. Yeah. I've been very fortunate that I've learned from some great people. So every coach that I've worked for and worked with has definitely impacted me in one way. Then I've had great mentors. So I started out with Coach Knight as a student manager. So, and he instilled so many things, but the ability to see how he got the players to get past hard, just like the players didn't think they can do any more, he got them past hard. Coach Parcells has been an unbelievable mentor and still is to this day, just such a wise sage. Talk about Rod Thorne, who hired me in New Jersey, who played in the league, coached in the league, executive in the front office, been a great mentor. And like I said, every coach I've been around has helped me along the way.
Now, I got to follow up on it because it's outside of the box. What's the relationship with Coach Parcells? How did that come about?
Well, I met Coach Parcells through Coach Knight back when I was a student at Indiana, and then through that time, we fell out of touch, and then I reached out to him, and he's been phenomenal. There's a reason why he's one of the greatest of all time. His wisdom is unbelievable.